Welcome back to the Voice of Mel, where we talk about all things Mel. Sorry, I was messing with something on my phone right when I was going live. I was trying to hurry to get on here, so yeah, it was one of those things. So hopefully you guys are doing very well. I know I am. Hopefully you guys had a great holiday with Thanksgiving, Christmas and stuff like that, and hopefully you saw some really great shows before, during, or after that. Like me, I went to see Death Angel just before Thanksgiving, so it was really cool. I loved it. It was awesome. It was kind of an interesting time to see a concert just before Thanksgiving, but it's one of those things. Oh, and that reminds me, I saw these guys play live at a concert not that long ago at HQ, I think, Demon King, and I found out it's been, was it 6 months ago, I think, or longer, that I actually posted a little short clip of the band singing on my channel. And they said blink, yeah. I'm not going to say it. But anyway, so it got me thinking, well, check out their channel, a little bit more, which I kind of did. But at least I had the actual link because of their comment. So I checked out their page, I subscribed to their channel, and I went and got this. So it's the Demon King shirt. So if you guys want to check out their merch, it's pretty awesome. Just go to their page, Demon King. Check it out. It's awesome. They're not the super big bands like some of the bands out there. They're fairly reasonable price right now, but the support helps them. And I would love to support them because they had some really great music, and so did all the other bands that were there. It was great. Anyway, just so you know, let's see. Oh yeah, the topic tonight is Underground Titans. No, sorry, the new 20 new metal bands that own the Underground 2025. I don't know if they're all new bands in 2025. They might be new-ish or newer bands that just recently came out. So I'm mixing up a little bit. I'm trying to do old and some new and a little bit of both, so that way nobody gets left out in the mix. I'd like to try to do some more smaller bands for right now, because of the fact that I feel like they need the most help out of everybody. And as far as I'm concerned, they're the ones that are not making them as much money. And if you guys know about them, then they'll make some money on there. Hello, how's it going, Pippi? Is it? How are you doing? Hey, how's it going? Herman? Is it Herman? Yeah. Oh, thanks, right? I got to see them live, and they actually commented on the little. I did a little video short clip of their band, and they said "hell blank." I guess say, I guess that's the, yeah, I guess that's the word I was trying to avoid saying. Oh well, uh, my name right? Oh, somebody else did. Okay, thank you, Herman. How are you? You doing good? Anyway, what we're going to talk about is bands that are not as well known. They're fairly new. I don't know if they're big or not. Some of them might not be from this year, 2025. But, and it's close to the end of the year, so why not give them credit where credit's due? Just like Demon King. I don't know how long they've been around. I mean, I don't really know, unfortunately. They're not super huge, but anyway. The mainstream, when the mainstream isn't looking, but the underground is bleeding. Uh, there are 20 bands that redefine heavy in 2025. That's what it's all about, and that's what I think, basically. So stay tuned. Maybe you'll find something new that you'll like, right? Actually, I can draw and I know how to draw, but usually with my thumbnails, I do use a little help with that because it does take a little while to come up with an idea and also to implement it. So yeah, I kind of cheat a little bit on that part, but I have done some drawings. If I had something way ahead of time planned and I had the time to actually physically draw, I probably would. What kind of microwave do I have? Sharp. That's an odd question. Anyway, I will start off with the list with 20, and I'm not gonna go mess with the numbers because they're all screwed up anyway. Um, right now, the number 20 is Dead Skin. We're gonna start with that. Oracle, the track explores the feelings of being trapped in one's own body using dead skin as a metaphor for past versions of yourself that can't that you can't shake off, which is kind of cool, interesting. Number one, that would be 19, right? Hive Mind is Black Tongue, a brutal commentary on the loss of individuals in the digital age where everyone thinks and reacts with as a single mindless collective. Hive Mind. That does make some sense, right? Yeah, actually, that is a drawing from the lady, the lead singer of the Violent Hour, and the lead singer for Lords of Acid, the Acid Queen. That's her self portrait that she did. And of course, a picture of somebody. And I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, you probably can't see that one because of my chair. There's a Joker, female Joker in the background, but that's a cool. Anyway, and there's also some other stuff off the left, but I'm trying to hide that because there's too much junk around, you know? What can I say? Yeah. Anyway, Hive Mind. So that was rather interesting for a topic for a song, right? Hollowed Out is the next song on the list. Called is the name of the band. Sorry, Foreign Hands. This song dives in the emotional exhaustion of performing happiness for others while feeling completely empty and shallow, hollowed on the inside, which is kind of cool. Hollowed out makes sense, right? Who knows? Hello. I'm not sure. Is there like a little emoji thing or something that says hi? I said hi. I don't know. I'm not. I've never been on the other side, so I mean, I have done a couple times on stream baby sharks. Well, first of all, I don't. I try not to do too much of the music stuff unless I have a license. I like to figure out a way of doing that so I can actually play a sample of the songs while I'm talking about because I think that would be better. That way, I don't get demonetized. You know, what I mean, they don't have a copyright strike against me because you don't want to do that. I talk about the bands. I do little short clips, not very long ones, of the bands while they're live because to me it's good to have a little bit of, thing about some of the bands I've seen and people that really make a difference in the music industry, and I'm sure they would appreciate it too. Just even if it's just a little bit, not the whole thing, just give you a taste of what they have to offer, and that way it entices you to go to the concert, especially if it's a beginning of the concert at the end. It seems like every single one of the concerts I've been to, I've been at the end, not the beginning of their concerts. And like Death Angel was the very, very first show. So I got to promote or push their uh, people to tell them about the band being on tour. So that way they know. And they got a little sample of Death Angel, which is cool. I loved it. My hobbies, well, one, drawing computers, metal music. I love metal music. Poker. I was just watching Daniel Negreanu. He's one of the greatest professional poker players of all. He's the one that can read your mind at the table based on what you do. It's one of those things that's rather interesting. He was kind of a showing example of how he does it a little bit because I signed up for a master class and he was on there. I thought I'm gonna check this out, see if master class has poker stuff. So I figured check it out. Sure enough, there was a thing with Daniel, one of my idols, and Ivy. No, Phil Ivy is another one. Is a really great poker player as well. But yeah, those are the things I'm hoping maybe later on you might see me on the World Series of Poker. Who knows if I can actually manage to do it. Depends on the money, depends on the time that I can get off from work. We'll see. I can't wait to do that. And maybe I'll just be on TV. And plus, if I'm on a channel, maybe just maybe I might be able to say, by the way, my viewers are going to probably want to see me live. So you might want to put me on a main table with a camera so that way they can see me. I think that would be cool, right? Of what? Chase from Paw Patrol. I can try. Do you want me to like post it on the comments or something? Maybe. I think I know who that. I don't know if I know Chase or not. I know Paw Patrol, but I don't know. Okay, well we'll see. If I do, I'll try to post on there. Man, it'd be kind of cool if I could do a metal one. You know, what I could do is do a drawing, real quick drawing, and then just not nothing too fancy, and then do that, and then maybe have AI just kind of make it more metalish. That'd be kind of cool. Just transform it, like make this image more metal. Who knows? Like make it dark and kind of scary kind of thing. Oh, that'd be kind of cool, right? That'd be awesome. I don't know. I'll maybe if I have time, I'll try. I'm not gonna promise anything right away. It might take me a couple months, maybe. I don't know. Just remind me, Poppy. Okay. No, Pippi. Sorry, Pippi. Pippi. We'll see. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, hold out. Deathmask. Is the next one. Teeth. A violent look at the mask. I'm not sure if this. I think Teeth is the band's name. A violent look at the mask of people wearing in society, suggesting that our true darker selves only come out when the world starts to burn. Which that is kind of crazy. Our true selves, our darker selves. Which actually that's kind of scary. But I think it's right. I think that I'm we always seem to be nice and cheerful and supportive of each other when there's law order and things are going well. But when things go wrong, you never know. Plank hits the fan, if you know what I mean. And the next one is Serpent. Guilt trip is lyrically the this target's betrayal of the snake-like behavior in friendship, focusing on anger that comes when somebody you trust stabs you in the back. Hmm, that makes sense, right? Or Smith-like. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm sorry. Smith, SM like, or Smith like that. What? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm sorry, Herman. I love doodles. You like doodles? Yeah, doodles are pretty fun. I actually did do drawing on Twitch. I have my drawing display here, and I actually was drawing there, and then I had some that wasn't covered, even though it had just a line. It just had lines right here and here, like for the body and the shape and the skin tone, and they thought it was too inappropriate, so they suspended me for a couple of days, which I think is crazy. But anyway, um, blood offering is the next one. Is Sazabog? I think is how you say it. Sangusugabogg. Sizabog. I think that's how you say it. A tongue-in-cheek but grotesque tale of ancient rituals and sacrifice, focusing on the visceral and physical natures of life and death itself. That's cool. Blood offering, well, which makes sense. Final form is the brand of sacrifice. Brand of sacrifice inspired of the manga Berserker that this track is about reaching a point of no return in the evolution of embracing the monster that you have become to survive. And guess what? I forgot. I forgot to put my ring on because these are pretty cool. See that? Is that cool? Like that. It's kind of blurry. Sorry. And then this one's got like skulls on this side. So I got skulls here, skulls there. Got skulls everywhere. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, what we got going on? Sorry. Can you make Chase buff? Buff? A buff Chase. Oh, by the way, yes, BTW. That one I kind of know somewhat. Sometimes I don't know all the acronyms, so I apologize. I know LFG, but yeah, but that one I'm not gonna say because it's bad. The F word. Blood. Oh, here, hold on. Now the next one is final form. Brand of Sacrifice, which is the one I just listened to. I think I was listening to Brand of Sacrifice with this. No, I think it was a different band with that one. Inspired, it was Veil of Amaya that I listened to them with. Inspired by the manga Berserker, this track is about reaching a point of no return in our evolution, embracing the monster that you become to survive, which is cool. I like that Berserker. Into the Earth, Lorna Shore is a deep dive into the fear of mortality and realization of everything we built eventually returns to the dirt itself, which is cool. I don't have it set for kids. I don't know, but I don't use foul language, if that helps you out. And there's no questionable material other than maybe a few skeletons and maybe morbid angel stuff, possibly a death, dismemberment, whatever kind of stuff. But that's the bands, that's not me. So, it's what it is. I guess this kid friendly. How old are you anyway, Pippi? And bro, you. Oh, I appreciate it. Keep it up. Yeah, I know. If I'm sorry, I do that late because I get European people, and sometimes there's a lot more people in Europe that kind of like metal music. So I thought, why not do it live later on? I think add unicorn stuff, play baby sharks live. What in colors? What is it on the channel? On the channel, we're gonna have metal and unicorns. That reminds me. Speaking of which, a friend of mine. Okay, no joke. This is an actual shirt that my friend bought at a concert, right? From Arch Enemy, which she has gone on to do her own thing, and it sounds like the original singer is going to be coming back to the band for Arch Enemy. Um, Alyssa, they had a shirt, right? That was pink, no joke, pink metal shirt with a Reaper, cartoonish Reaper. He's cute as all get out. Really cartoony, kind of cutesy footsy kind of thing. On writing on a unicorn with a rainbow, and it says something about, you know, I don't know, rainbows are all real metal or something like that, or it was really unusual, and I loved it. It was awesome. They might still have it on Arch Enemy's website. You might want to check it out. You might actually like it. But it has, I think it has like a little pentagram on it and stuff like that. It's really cool. Yeah, right. I mean, that's good for the younger people, right? Some kids' toys are metal. Metal, yeah. You know what? It'd be really cool is they got the transformers to make them out of plastic. Try to make them transform by actually having metal components, like the actual physical connections and the actual things. Now there is a sound wave, and I think Noctis Prime that transform. I definitely know the sound wave does, and he even has a little laser beam that kind of shoots around. He even does the voices, and he transforms to from the original boombox to the way he looks. And it's so cool. I loved it. It's so awesome. It's like the G1 style transformer, right? There you go. Add real gold. Yeah, that would be kind of pricey, unfortunately. Let's see, blood offering, final form, into the earth. I think you're seeing that. Under a gilded sun is Malvich. I think is how you say it. Malvich. The song tackles the idea of toxic positivity. Interesting. Toxic positivity. Now think about that. Toxic positivity. That we're being too positive. That means being toxic to ourselves, describing how people try to hide horrific realities under a gilded or bright surface. So basically, what it boils down to, the song is about making sugar coating things that aren't really shouldn't be sugar coated to make it feel more appropriate or positive in a positive light when it really isn't positive, like somebody passing away, like undead. I think that term is way or unliving, not undead. Unliving is what or unlive. I think that's what the term they use. But to me, that is death is death. Even though I know a lot of people don't feel that way, I'm probably going to be by YouTube by it for it, but it's the truth. Um, Say it like it is, right? Soft spine from Spiritbox. Sorry, a call out to people who lack the courage to stand by their words, using the soft spine imagery to mock those who fold under pressure. There you go. I think I know a few people like that. Oh, Pippi, you're 67? Really? So now I'm assuming by the name you're a woman. I take it, right? 3D prints. Is that like your channel or something like that? Maybe. Who knows? I think. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention to people if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't sure. Pippi could be a guy, could be a girl. Sometimes Pippi like Pippi Longstockings. That's what I was thinking of. But it's all good. Pippi 3D prints. It's kind of a name for a business. It sounds like to me. For like stickers, maybe fantasy stickers. Who knows? Or Chase the yeah, right. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Hello from Mexico. I like that. I love it. I don't know what's here. I would probably. Is it Andrew Rodriguez? I hope I said that right. I'm sorry. I'm very bad with names. Trust me. If you've been here long enough to watch my stuff, you'll know I butcher everything. But that's okay. It's all good. The machine that bleeds. It's Anastasia Strain, I think is how you say it. The Anastasia. Acacia strain. Strain. A metaphor for a failing society describing the world of a massive industrial machine that only functions by consuming human life. The machine that bleeds. That makes sense, right? Oh, I do too. I love it a lot. I love metal. Very much. Which concerts have you gone to lately? What's that? Without it, no chairs, no tables, no couches. Haha. I think I figured it out. Um, the Afterglow, a sleep theory. This track deals with the afterglow of the toxic relationship, the lingering addiction to someone who knows it is ultimately bad for you, which is kind of cool. Well, not cool. It's not really a good thing, but you know what I mean. It's kind of interesting premise for a song. Surrender is now this one I have no idea how to say. It's Amiraelf like Elfeky, almost like KY jelly, but shh. A raw exploration of mental health struggles, specifically the moment you stop fighting the darkness and surrender to the emotional weight. That's pretty deep, I think. Soda pop can. Really, I've never heard of that one, but I'm gonna have to check that out. If there's one called Soda Pop Can, kind of reminds me of what's the name of the band? It's um, it's about butter and toast and bread. I forgot the name of the band. It's something about buttering your bread with butter is the name of the band or something like that. It was a really weird name, but they got some really good, really heavy music. Love it. I love it. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, I'll get on with the rest of the list here. Coma is oh god, this is Revnoir, Revnoir. Describes a state of emotional paralysis where the world is moving around you, but you feel stuck in a waking coma, unable to feel or react. I hate to say this. I hate the metal bands that are so difficult you can't pronounce it. But the one thing is, you know that nobody else is going to use that name if you think about it. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. I think I know what that is. Oh, stage Tasia boys. I think that's how you say that. See, I'm good at that. King of Terrors, the President. Oh, this is interesting. A lyrical onset against authoritarian figures depicting a tyrant who rules through fear and terror until the people eventually rise up. Interesting. I wonder if they're referring to certain individuals. I don't know. I'm not saying that, but who knows? The King of Terror. That kind of makes some sense because some people say that. So I guess President is the name of the band. I think I've actually heard of them before. So actually, that's the name of the band, President. Blackout, Turnstile is the name of the band. A high energy anthem about the need to black out the noise of the world and find a moment of pure, uninhibited freedom and joy. I'm messing it left and right. Anyway, number whatever. Deep in the Willow, or the next one, from Knocked Loose, a dark gothic story about a hidden sin and the ghost that we bury in the woods that will eventually come back to haunt us. Deep Willow. Interesting. Kind of reminds me of Fried Green Tomatoes, maybe a little bit. how many Cheetos I eat a day. Actually, right now anymore, I don't eat as many Cheetos as I used to. I'm trying to be healthier because of certain reasons, and I've been kind of laxed on it. But I have been eating Pirate Booty, really good. They're just like Cheetos, but they're only better. They've got real cheddar cheese, and they're fried, not baked. So there you go. It's good for you that way too. Still got certain things that may not be. It's kind of questionable. That's because of the corn or whatever. Oh, okay. Gourd. Loathe is the name of the group. This song uses industrial imagery describing the feeling of being gored or torn apart by the pressures of modern life and high expectations. Ooh, that sounds really cool. Just the premise of the song sound makes me feel like, oh yeah, that'd be something kind of interesting. Kind of reminds me of all of our jobs out there, right? Holy Roller is from Spiritbox, a scathing critique of religious hyper hypercriticism, whatever. Specifically focused on those who use faith as a weapon to control or judge others, which I've had that happen to me. I can understand that a little bit, and I can kind of see where they're going with that song. Some people feel otherwise, but I'm not gonna squish anybody for that. How they think or feel, because there are some. I mean, even Ozzy Osbourne was basically died a religious man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Love it. Anyway, number last one. It's like number one. Lonely People with Power as Deaf Heaven, which is kind of reminds me of deaf people. Maybe it's a deaf band. I don't know. I doubt that. The pinnacle of the list. This track explores isolation that comes with success and the hollow feeling of having power when you have no one to share it with. Kind of like winning the lottery. So apparently somebody won that big, huge Powerball, $160 billion. Think of that. If you were the only one person to win that, how lonely you might become. I don't know. See, I think there's a couple of steps I would do. And somebody, I think, took me the wrong way. I mentioned if I had won that money, first of all, one, I wouldn't tell nobody right off the bat. Two, you find a lawyer, right, for estate planning, things like that. Um, Three, I think, well, yeah, that moving out too, or moving someplace where people can't find you. That's the other thing. Moving out of the state where you're from. Three or four, probably once they get the check and everything's good to go, and you talk to the lawyer and you get the money, it would be taking that money and put it in investments so you can actually use that money to make more money, so that way maybe you can help other people. Because if you spend it, guess what's going to happen? You ain't going to have any money left eventually. So if you put something that's going to make your money and it's solid, and solid investment with a certain percentage return, you're probably going to do pretty good, right? Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, right? Of what? Oh, a bat? That looks like a bat. What is your thoughts on please speed? I need this meme. I don't know if I've known that one. I've heard of memes before, and I know please speed. I need the meme. 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 Anyway. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Oh, I forgot. Also, I got a code for the, what was it? Death metal accessories from Night Shift Merchandise. I'm not sure if I can share this with all you guys or not, because it's a New Year's code. So if you want to get this shirt here, right, on the nightshiftmerchandise.com, there is a code. You get 20% off your order. I'm assuming you have to wait till next year. I'm assuming. And you put in New Year for the code. Gives you 20% off the order. So if you want to buy Demon King shirt or somebody else's shirt that's from Night Shift Merchandise, check it out. I'm going to give you a code because they gave me this code. I'm assuming they can use it more than once. because they're trying to promote their brand. So I'm pitching them. I'm helping them out. So and you guys get a little bit of a discount, and I don't get anything for it at all. How about that? So nightshiftmerch.com and just type in New Year. Get 20% off your order. So there you go. I mean, that's what they sent. They said, thanks for your support. Enjoy 20% off your first order. So it's your first order. I already ordered, though. How can I don't know. Can I even use that? I don't know. Or maybe they send it. I don't know. The artesian error. I don't know. That's a good question. They're in Florida, apparently. Kind of like obituaries from Florida. They're kind of crazy. Tampa, Blinken Bay, Florida is Tampa Bay. Anyway, what's that? I need my mom kinda homeless. I want to help her out with. Oh, is that what it means? The meme? That's a weird meme. Very weird meme. Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See, it's like 31 minutes. I was trying to keep it close to 10, 15, no, 15 minutes. But I had a lot of fun talking to Mr. Pippi, right? Pippi 3D prints and about Chase and all that stuff. That's an interesting drawing concept. I think isn't he like the police dog or something, I think. Pippi, I think that's who it is. Anyway, oh, I'm so tired. I'm kind of tired. Anyway, yep, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Yeah, see I got my smartwatch. That's pretty awesome. Keeps me going. Last one. Think. Do I love Jesus? I don't know. I know of him. I know about him. I believe kind of knowing about him, but as far as loving him, I don't know. But I know that when you treat people with the utmost respect, that's like treating him with the utmost respect too. So when you treat people the way you want to be treated, but who knows? Plus, there's a whole YouTube series out there about the realities of certain things in that realm, so to speak, in our true existence, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it's one of those things. Then there's also people who say that our whole our basically our existence is a simulation. That I don't know. It's interesting. He said there's a way of checking it out, but you also have to have, certain types of things that make you go kind of wonky. So who knows if that's just part of that that experience that makes you think that's not really there. But who knows? Because oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, come back. Just Friday, Saturdays usually 11:30 till whenever. Unless there's now, if I get an interview with somebody and they have a certain time frame, I might have to post it ahead of time and say, okay, we're going to do it on this day and this time. So we might have to do it a little bit differently on those times because it depends on when they're available. I think later on the night would be easier for them anyway, especially here in Colorado, because guess what? They have to cut off their set at 11 o'clock. So if I can get home, I might have to do it at 12 because it takes me an hour to get home, or I can do it live and in person right there after the show. That would be cool. That'd be even better. May take them like 15 minutes of their time, at the most, if they're willing and able to do that, which I haven't been able to do yet so far, and I wish I would love to have done Death Angel, but I didn't. But it is what it is. So anyway, I will say farewell, good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I think Pippi is my 461 subscriber, unless somebody subscribed before that, which I was 460 before. So you're 461. Pippi is 461. 461 subscribers so far. For some reason, I was thinking I was already close to 500. It's not. So thanks for don't forget to headbang and like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're watching this later, do that now. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So why not? Help me out. Help grow the channel. You know, and then hopefully we'll have enough people. That way we can say, yeah, look, I got 500 people that may not know who you are. So if I interview you, guess what? That'll help you out. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night. And if you're in a small band, let me know about it because I want to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Take care.